Hey there, listen. You can't seem to type tonight. Me neither. Anyway, I'm just jumping on here real quickly to do some. I found something today. I was listening to some Gypsy Rose Blanchard stuff, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" She's telling it right there to Kristy. So I'm going to play this really quick. It's just going to be a little short thing that I want to do here because I can't stay on long. But anyway, here we go. Let's see. Hold on a second. Let me pull it back up from Into the Weeds. Here we go. Here we go. Let me get it right here. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. What are you doing, piece of shit? No, what are you doing? Go away. All right, here. Now, come on. YouTube, let's go. All right. Into the weeds. Okay, hang on a second. Let me pull this up for you guys. You're going to be shocked when you listen. So you got to pay really close attention to what she's saying. Okay, just listen carefully. So it's right over here. There we go. And it is from, here we go. All right, now, let me get this over here. Okay, so I'm going to stop it right there. Let me share my screen so you can actually hear this. Pay close attention to what you're hearing, okay? You're going to be shocked. All right, ready? Listen carefully to what she says.
Distance automated operator with a prepaid call from
60 Rose Blanchard.
an inmate at this call is subject to
No
recording
thanks.
and monitoring. Your current prepaid balance is $81. Press 1 to accept the call. To deny this call, thank you for using Legacy Long Distance.
Hey, sweetie.
Listen carefully.
How you doing, boo?
Still very shaken up.
Yeah,
Let me turn it up for you. What? No, stop thing. What the hell?
I don't know. I was so hopeful earlier, and then just stuff that I didn't even remember seeing.
Yeah,
Listen to what she's saying.
I know. I mean,
What was I thinking now?
yeah, I can understand that.
I'm shaken up, and it's like, I didn't even know the details of what he had done, and then to hear it, it's traumatizing on me.
I don't remember. I didn't know how bad it was, but listen to what she says right here. She's going to, I got a typo, but she's going to tell Kristy the truth right here. Here it is. It's always been here.
Like I never asked him to be that gruesome.
Stop.
Yeah.
I never asked him to be that gruesome. Did you hear that? If you did not, let's replay it. I never asked him to be that gruesome. She's telling you right there. I told him to kill my mother. I never told him to be that gruesome. Here we go. Let's re-listen. Here we go. Let's go back some. Here we go. Re-listen to what she's saying.
This is a Legacy Long Distance automated operator with a prepaid call from
60 Rose Blanchard.
an inmate at this call is subject to recording and monitoring. Your current prepaid balance is $81. Press 1 to accept the call. To deny this call, thank you for using Legacy Long Distance.
Hey, sweetie. How you doing, boo?
Still very shaken up.
Yeah, I could imagine. This
Mm-hmm.
will be okay, sweetie.
I don't know. I was so hopeful earlier, and then just stuff that I didn't even remember seeing.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
What was I thinking now?
yeah, I can understand that.
I'm shaken up, and it's like, I didn't even know the details of what he had done, and then to hear it, it's traumatizing on me. Like I never asked him to be that gruesome.
I never asked him to be that gruesome. Yeah,
Oh, we'll
Kristy
get
said.
through it, baby. You know.
Mm-hmm.
How can you possibly still be so supportive after knowing what y'all found out today?
Crazy, because we love you, and it's unconditional love. We love you no matter what, sweetie.
Thank you.
We will never turn our backs.
I know. At this point,
We
I know
You're
that.
here for the long run. You stuck with us now.
That's good.
God,
I want to
dang
be
it, stop.
stuck with
Good. We'll get through it.
Yeah. And I kind of took a moment to understand that I am a part of it. And even though I didn't mean to be, I know that I had taken a lot of medication. So
Here we go.
that clearly how.
Now, I want y'all to listen to clearly the excuse she uses to try to say why she doesn't remember, and that some of those medications were not even prescribed to her. Listen carefully to what the bitch is saying. This is telling right here.
Things happened. And
Right. I understand that.
all the things I said under that medication.
Uh-huh.
It's stuff that I wouldn't normally say or do.
Uh-huh.
And it's just a bad situation. And Mike came into the booth after y'all left, and he's like, it's okay, we have a plan no matter. We had 2 plans for if you were involved.
Okay. He's fixing to tell you what their plan was, and this is why she got 8.5 or 10 years right here. Listen to what he says.
And if you're not involved, and it just happens to be the one where you're involved, and we have a defense for that. They're prepared for that.
Yep.
And
We went there after and talked to them, and
They dreamt up the defense.
yeah.
I'm
hopeful, and I put my trust in him. I had to kind of laugh when he's like, do you work for Facebook? Do you know how it works?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but just know that we are still behind you 100%.
Thank you.
We're never going to turn our backs.
At this point, I honestly think that the worst of it has come out.
Yeah,
if
right.
on Facebook, it wouldn't be any worse than what.
The worst of it has come out. Oh, no, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. The worst of it has come out now that the FOIAs are out. Because I bet nobody knows. Right here, you told Kristy you did it. You did not ask him to be so gruesome. Re-listen.
Has already been said in those texts.
Really, I think the same thing as you.
And I'm like,
yeah.
I think I was on Facebook while texting him that night, so it might, some things might be on Facebook, but it'll come out, and I'm like, and it can't be any worse than what was in those texts, so.
No, sweetie, I don't think you can.
And, I'm like, that picture was taken in October. So one of these dressed up like a comic book character. I'm like,
right.
This is so taken out of context because I had pictures of me as a.
She's trying to explain her bad girl pictures to Kristy. She knows it's all going to be seen. She knows these pictures are coming. Here we go.
Princess too on that website.
Exactly. Everybody takes pictures like that comic book.
No, they don't.
Girl.
No, they don't.
There's a lot of them that do.
And I did like a video of me in that costume, and I was practicing for the sci-fi today.
Oh, you hear that? You hear that? Uh-huh. All right. I was practicing. You lying little piece of shit. Oh my God. So she tells Kristy, I didn't ask him to be that gruesome. I didn't want him to be that gruesome. I didn't ask him to be that gruesome. But in the next sentence, she tells the next lie. It was a costume. I was practicing. Bullshit. Liar.
I guess they were trying to throw anything they could at me.
Right.
And it's like, I didn't remember a lot of what they had showed. So it was like, I told my lawyer, I don't remember a lot of it.
Oh, right.
There's just some things you probably just blocked out.
Right.
No, you remember it all.
Just can't remember.
Right.
Maybe you don't want to remember,
Bingo.
I don't want to remember. And
He doesn't want to remember.
It feels like I'm a victim. And
no, you're not a victim.
I'm part of it, but I feel like a victim. And I don't know if
you are.
Ugh.
You are, sweet.
Kristy, how's she the victim?
He kind of told
Her
me
mother's dead.
what we're dealing with and how we're going to handle it. And that to just stay positive. And he's like, don't worry. And I'm thinking in my head, how can I not worry? This is my life.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's, you know, just, you do worry. It's just part of your emotion,
Right.
you know? But, you know, take it day by day, you know, like we've been telling you, and, you know, stay positive, stay focused, you know, try to do things that get your mind off of it, and,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
you know, and pray.
Yeah. Whenever
You know,
I prayed a lot. And just to help me find peace, to help cope with all of this. And I know that's going to take a long, long time for all of this to be over.
yeah, but he'll give you the strength you need, sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't thank you enough for coming all that way just to see me and be a support system for me.
Oh, baby. We'll always be here for you.
And
When you need us, you let us know.
We will always be here for you, but we weren't there for you when we couldn't even take you on vacation with us because it was too much trouble. Do you remember that, Rod and Chrissy? Because we remember that, right? But when you see dollar signs, it changes everything, doesn't it?
absolutely. And I got the picture that y'all had sent. The one of your
Uh-huh.
daddy. I got it tonight.
Oh, you did? You got it? With your little curly, with your blonde hair.
So cute.
I know you are. You wanna talk to Dad?
Yes, please.
Okay, I love you, sweetie.
I love you too.
You stay strong.
I will.
This is a 23-year-old woman.
Hey, Daddy.
Okay.
I'm still shaking up, but I'm a little better. At least I'm not on the floor sobbing right now.
Yeah.
You never sobbed.
And
Yeah, some days are gonna be good, some days are gonna be bad. Today was bad, I guess you could say, you know.
right. Some days are
It'll
better
be
than
better
others.
tomorrow.
And today was a pretty bad day, which I hadn't
Yeah.
had this bad of a day, so it shook me up a lot. And I'm like thinking,
Yeah.
if this is just a preliminary hearing, I can't imagine how trial is gonna be. I wish they would have like constant Xanax for me to take or something.
Did you hear her? Did you hear her?
It'll be
Constant
more
Xanax
bad.
stream.
It'll be weeks probably, you know. But just,
But,
the best thing to do is just be honest with Mike, you know.
right.
That's the only way he can defend you the best he can is if he knows the truth, and
Exactly.
then, you know, we can work with that.
Right.
That way you know what to expect, you know. I mean, today kind of blindsided everybody, and
Yeah.
Really?
And even
Really?
blindsided me.
Today blindsided everybody. I'll tell you why. Hey, Leslie, good to see you, girl. Yeah, her voice. Yeah, her voice when she's talking, when she's saying it's Gypsy Rose Blanchard who's on the phone. Before they get on the phone, it's normal. They get on the phone and she starts this baby shit talk, right? But you know, you're listening to her. So today it was shocking to them because they actually found out that day at that preliminary hearing that she'd been lying to them and that she really did do this. Okay, that's what happened here. God.
what's different.
Yeah. And I'm like, I was completely honest with him, and I'm like, I was on a lot of medication, some that weren't
Here we
even
go.
mine. And so I know.
I was on a lot of medications and that wasn't even mine. Yeah, oh my God. Gypsy, stop it. You stole your mother's medications. That's what happened here. God dang.
This sounds crazy, but I don't remember making
Yes,
any
you do
calls,
remember.
sending those texts, or having any of these conversations.
I don't remember those
I
text
wouldn't do
messages.
that normally.
Uh-huh.
And,
Yeah, I know. So, well, you know, let him know all of that. I mean, he's going to do the best he can, and that's all we can hope for, you know. So,
he knows that, because I told
just
him
be
right off
positive
the
about
bat.
it.
And, it was bad today. I'm still shaking.
Yeah.
It's like, I told that are taken out of context. I was
Listen to
given a
that.
costume from October that I had posted in May. You know, well, how is that relevant to anything?
Yeah.
You hear that? Those were costumes for something else. Bullshit. Let me ask you this, Gypsy. Now that the Foyers is out and your dad and Kristy, whatever her name is, have seen what you were really dressed up as and what you were really doing in those clothes, you want to try that lie again? Because it's out there now. It's out there.
And he has a princess too on there. But I
Yeah, and as a princess.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Mm.
that'll come out. You'll be able to argue that.
Right.
You know.
I was just going to say bullshit. That's right, Leslie. Bullshit.
And like if he had told me, he's like, well, we have a plan and we have talked about it, and our defense is going to be the battered spouse syndrome.
Okay. Battered spouse syndrome? Really? Gypsy Rose Blanchard? Battered spouse syndrome. Huh. Well, her mother's laying up there in that bed, almost completely bedridden. You saw the conditions of the house from the video I did the other day, and you saw where there was somebody had new cancer information. There was no dust or dirt on the top of that pamphlet that somebody had just gotten to talk about their cancer diagnosis. Remember that the other day? Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute, bitch. God almighty.
And he knows what he's doing, and I put all my trust in him, and I know
Mm-hmm.
that he'll get me the least amount of time possible.
But what about Nick?
About a roundabout figure of how long prison time does manslaughter charge, because that's what he's probably
See,
going for, because the prosecutor came up with.
they were already going for manslaughter. You hear that? Already going for manslaughter. What about Nick, gyp shit? What about Nick? Oh my God.
We're talking about charging you with manslaughter at the end of all this. And so
Yeah.
that carries.
15 years for manslaughter is the
I
maximum.
wish you would have got 15 years.
And so it's like, it can either be from 5 to 15 years. And I'm like, I could do that. At least it won't be 25 to life or something like that.
Like Nick
There's
got?
a lot of factors that need to be taken into account with that as well. So it could be even less than 15.
Yeah.
What factors? What mitigating factors?
Hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
Yeah.
But the good thing is it's not going to get, like, the conversations, I don't think it's going to get any worse than what was in those texts.
That's not true.
Yeah. That was like some big doings they had there. So, so yeah, if you know what their defense are, you know your enemy,
Right.
you can be a good offense. So,
Sorry.
did you hear anything on your blood test?
What's that?
Did you hear anything on your blood test?
Not yet. They still haven't called me to medical yet. I think they're probably going to give me the results tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. They
Blood
said it
test?
from like a day to 2 days. So.
Oh, was this when she was lying and saying she was pregnant?
I was busy all day too, so.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as I hear, I'll let y'all know.
Okay. Well, give us a call when you can, when you feel like it. You don't have to call every night, but if you feel like you want to.
Now, notice that. You don't have to call every night.
Okay, I love you, Daddy.
Love you too. Look, I'm gonna come back and see you in September.
Okay.
Next time I get off the boat. So I'm not sure what day yet, but I'll let you know. Okay.
That sounds good.
Okay. I love you.
Good night. I love you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Now, in case you weren't here when I first started this, I want you to listen to it right here. She tells Kristy, when I heard this, I was like, oh my God. They knew the damn truth the whole time and they covered it up because she tells her, listen carefully. I got to play it one more time. Let's go back.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
what was I thinking,
yeah,
And it's
I can understand that.
I'm shaken up, and it's like, I didn't even know the details of what he had done.
Liar.
And then to hear it, it's traumatizing on me. And it's like I never asked him to be that gruesome.
I never asked him to be that gruesome.
Yeah.
And
But we'll get through it, baby.
I never asked him to be that gruesome. Wow. There it is right there. You heard it right there out of her own damn mouth. I never asked him to be that gruesome. That's all I got to say about it. I mean, it's right there. She said it. They knew it. And oh my God, the whole thing and going with battered spouse syndrome. You gotta be kidding me. And planning to give her manslaughter charges. But what about Nick? You freaking little bitch. What about Nick? This makes me sick. When I hear this right here, I'm like, hell yes. She threw him under the bus 100%. Gypsy Rose Blanchard should be ashamed of her damn self, shouldn't she? Oh, but no, she's not. Just like she wasn't ashamed of abusing her mother in the last months of her mother's life. No, she wasn't. I kid you not. Go look at my life from the other day, and you'll see this cancer diagnosis, this packet over there, and it tells you exactly what happened here. She didn't want to take care of her mother who was sick. She's ready to get out of there, and so she goes ahead and says, "Mick, you got to do it now. My mom's, right. You got to do it now." And so she gives him the money. He comes down there, and that's what happens. Right? She set him up 100%, and that conversation right there proves it. I didn't ask him to be that gruesome. Those are some very chilling words, aren't they? All right, I can't stay on any longer. I got to get going. Y'all are probably not going to hear from me for a week or so. We're going on a trip. We leave tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not going to have my laptop with me. I'm not going to be able to go live. I'm going to be taking a little break from everything, and when I come back, we'll have lots of stories to talk about. So anyway, you all take care. Be safe out there. Take care of yourself and everybody in your family. Look out for yourself. Go hug your babies. Life is short and our time with them is even shorter. So with that, I'm going to say good night and please enjoy and please like, share, and subscribe. And let's get this word out there to everyone. Everyone needs to know it's right there in that phone call to Kristy. Right there it is. Talk to you later, guys. Good night. Thanks again, Leslie.